Good morning, everyone. I'd like to remind everyone in the audience, well, first and foremost, thank you all for being present this morning, joining us at our Drainage District meeting, and thereafter we will have our Commissioners Court meeting. I'd like to remind everybody in the audience, if there is a phone call to be made, I am respectfully requesting that that phone call be made outside or taken outside. Once you are done, you may come back into the courtroom. And with that said, I'm also asking, while in the courtroom, please mute or turn off, mute, silence, or turn off your cell phones. Thank you.
I want to call the Drainage District Board of Directors meeting to order. We'll start with a roll call to establish quorum.
Good morning, David Fuentes, Precinct 1.
Everardo Villarreal, Precinct 3.
Ellie Torres, Precinct 4.
Richard Cortez, County Judge. This constitutes a quorum of 4. Mr. Singh, would you please lead us in today's prayer?
Sure will. Judge, Commissioners, everyone in the public, good morning to everyone. Let's say just a quick word of prayer this morning. Father God, we ask you to continue to fill our cities, county, state, and national political leaders with wisdom, understanding, discernment, knowledge, forgiveness, faithfulness, humility, and dignity. We thank you for the men and women who serve our community in leadership roles, and we also thank their families. Grant them peace when their work takes them away from their families. We continue to pray for our judge and 4 commissioners you've appointed to lead this great county of ours. We're praying for our mayors, school board members, city councils, police chiefs, district attorneys, sheriff, judges, and all who serve our local communities. Grant them abundant wisdom, favor, increase their faith, and prepare them to pursue your excellence. Strengthen them with integrity and character to act righteously. Draw them to you and cause them to know and fulfill your purposes. Continue to place people in their paths that will provide scriptural, sound, and godly counsel, for without your counsel, their plans will go awry. Provide them daily reminders of why they decide to dedicate their lives to public service, and use that commitment, Father God, to encourage them. Continue to deal with our leaders about keeping their hearts and motives pure. We ask you to make their hearts pliable, willing, and obedient to your will. Cause each of their lives to glorify your name. Father God, in Mark 10:27, you said, Jesus looked at them intently and said, humanly speaking, it is impossible, but not with God. Everything is possible with God. Father, were it not for you, there would be no saving grace. Were it not for you, we would have no faith. Because of you, Father, the impossible becomes possible. Being born again becomes reality, and love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control become blessings we enjoy because of your Spirit within us. Your grace is sufficient, Father God, and we have everything we need. Father, there is no limit to what you can do. Your miracles touch the lives of your children each and every day. Please help us to trust your plan for us today. Help us to follow where you lead and obey your will as you reveal it to us. Help us today to see your miracles. Scripture reminds us the more we seek you, the more we'll find you. May we seek you in everything we do, and may we always work as we're working for you. We ask all this in your Son, Jesus' name. Amen.
Do we have anybody sign up for open forum?
No, sir.
Okay, we'll go to the approval of the consent agenda.
Yes, sir, Judge. Consent agenda, we have approval of check register, general operations. There is an item 4A, 4, 5, and 6 that we'd like to remove from the consent. So we recommend everything we said for that.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Judge, Commissioners, this is seen for the record. Consent agenda, item 4A, 4, 5, and 6 that were pulled. For the record, Commissioner Fuentes will be abstaining from any discussion and or action.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Let the record show Commissioner Fuentes abstain from any discussion or action on this item.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge. If I may,
Item 5.
yes, sir. Discussion update, ACG 1 General Manager Regs, pending construction and city projects. We do have the Staff Development Day coming up November 15th, where we do training for our staff members, and we're all going to have a staff luncheon. And we definitely will reach out to the judge's office and the commissioner's office to invite you over for that day. So it's a good day for our guys to just relearn or get up to date on different items that we have district-wide to get them better equipped for doing their jobs out there. We also just want to thank the Employee Wellness Department. The event they had this last Saturday was well attended, and it's just great to see that. I know a lot of the precincts are doing the hike and bike trails. I know Commissioner Villarreal is just creating his there in that area. Dual use for drainage. I know Commissioner Fuentes has his, and then Commissioner Torres is also looking at developing one right now, so it's great that we're having these wellness events. We just want to thank that department on that. And the last one, we do have a GLO Disaster Recovery Reallocation Program. This is great news for our area. We've got notice from GLO through Commissioner Fuentes reached out, and we do have, basically, to sum it up, there's leftover monies from Hurricane Ike and Dolly, 2015 flood and storms, 2016 flood and storms, Hurricane Harvey, 2018 South Texas floods, and 2019 disasters. And they're sweeping the money, GLO, and looking for projects that have tied back to those storm events. The minimum allocation is $500,000. Maximum allocation, if you were part of the Hurricane Ike and Dolly, is $20 million, and Hurricane Harvey is $20 million, and the rest of them are $2 million projects. You can apply up to 3. They are taking I guess what it would be an abridged or a minimum application, very simple, due November 21st, and it does have a certain grading point criteria. As I mentioned, it has to tie back to the storm event. It is going to be a county application. What we would like to do at the Drainage District, and we have a lot of projects already developed with BC rations and so forth, put together a package and advise the court, since it's going to be a commissioner's Hidalgo submittal, on the top 3 projects. We would like to put that before you here in the next meeting, so we can get the authorization to submit and go before that. If we are selected based on the points, the applications are due by April 3rd, the full applications. The key thing here is that you have 2 years, no extension. You have to get an environmental, it's through the HUD program, so we get to meet the environmental HUD. So that's why it's important that we select projects that we have some historical already, some information on them, so we can meet that 2-year deadline, because the environmental process does take a little time, and we got to get into construction quickly as well. So a lot of these projects that we have, we've had a lot of design in-house as well. So we're going to look at all this criteria so we can better be in a position, so we are selected, that we can take that money and invest it. My understanding is a 10% match. So we have that availability now with the bonding capacity that we have at the Drainage District. So there's a lot of opportunity here to try to bring, at a maximum, we're going to try to bring $24 million back to the district, right? 20 on one project, and then the other $2 million on the other 2, so which is the max that they have. So I don't know.
So again, this is a great position to be in. Thank you for being willing to do this. I think this is a great opportunity, again, to leverage federal dollars, state dollars through the GLO.
Yes, sir.
For us to continue to try to put projects in the ground without using taxpayer money, and addressing the mitigation component of everything that we've been trying to do over the last few years. One of the things that you said is that we have to get this done in 2 years. That's great news, because typically the state takes 2 years to get us the money anyway. So this means that they're on an accelerated program.
Yes,
and part of the advocacy that we've made over the last few years is that this housing money that they set aside never really gets used to its full capacity. And we've always asked them to consider putting more into the mitigation side so that we can prevent future damages and prevent future disaster, loss of life and property. So I'm glad that they're doing this, because this is what we've been asking them to do all along over the last few years. So when I reached out to Mr. Cecine, it was more of like, how can we, take some of these projects that are already partially developed and use somebody else's money, this funding, to put them into the ground. So thank you. I look forward to those discussions.
Yes,
Just let
sir.
us know. But it is a county application.
Yes, it is.
Can we leverage the drainage dollars towards that?
I'm sure through the agreement interlocal, we can, I'm sure, work through that. There's ways of working through that. And we'll look at that in the next 2 weeks with legal and everybody to make sure that we're in a position so we can do it how we've done in other similar instances, sir.
Well, I'm glad we're ready to go. Let's
We'll look
have
at
those
that, yes, sir.
conversations. Thank you.
That's all I have, Judge. If I may, sir, 6A, request approval of 2025 holiday calendar. Is just a mirror of the
Motion to approve.
county calendar as well.
Second.
Yes, sir.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
I know Texas looks pretty good, so you sure you don't want to take, or maybe Notre Dame will be there too, you don't want to take like maybe the day after the championship. No, I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there.
just closed
I
the
always
tie.
advocate for that when Bama was there, but Bama's, there's a high tide and there's a low tide, but lately there's been no tide. So, we've been struggling, but anyway,
We have gotten very brave here lately.
we're good.
Welcome to the descent.
We're good. Anyway, 6B, requesting approval of the AEP easement as it relates to Dow County Drainage District Number 1 training facility, subject to final legal review.
Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
6C, requesting approval to accept bids and award a requirements agreement to the most responsible bidder meeting all requirement specifications, Upper Valley Materials LLC, DBA Kappa for the sand embedding material, RFP number ACDD 124053109JS, subject to final review and compliance, House Bill 1295.
Motion approved.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Item D, requesting approval to accept bids and approval to execute requirements agreements and multiple vendors submitting the lowest and best bids for items meeting all specified requirements. RFP number ACD 12405211009JS storm drain pipe RCP and related items, subject to legal review and compliance, House Bill 1295.
Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item E, requesting authority to advertise and approval of procurement packets, legal notice, specifications, draft contract, et cetera, attached here to for Dow County District 1 concrete mix and related items, RFP number ACD 12405411120AG, including their advertisement of the project in the event bids are rejected or no bids are received and project is still required.
Motion approved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. 7A, requesting approval to entering an agreement for possession and use with Doral Gonzalez that pertains to our 2018 bond project, 8 Anaquita Drain, and authority for the chairman of the board to execute documents.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
If I may, I'll go through 7 collectively. 7B, requesting approval of supplemental agreement number 4, the professional engineering service agreement, and to work session number 1 with Sames Inc. for the Hidalgo Drain Project 2018 bond referendum project 13 to reflect the revised exhibit D work schedule with an extended termination date December 31st, 2025, subject to final review and compliance, House Bill 1295. 7C, requesting approval of supplemental agreement number 5, the professional engineering service agreement to the work session number 1 with Cruz Hogan Consultants Inc. for the project Highway 281 and FM 88 2018 bond referendum project 14 to reflect the revised exhibit D work schedule with an extended termination date of December 31st, 2024, subject to final review and compliance, House Bill 1295. 7D, requesting approval of change order number 5, reflecting an increase in the amount of $81,593.96 and 45 additional construction calendar dates for the proposed South I Road US IBWC structure 82L drainage improvements 2018 bond referendum project number 33, contract number CACD 122061129 with Mobile LLC as recommended project engineer BDZ Engineering. 7E, requesting approval of change order number 1, reflecting an increase in the amount of $90,378.09 and 392 additional construction calendar dates for project number Mile 10 and North and Baseline Road Phase 2, US IBWC Structure 139, 2018 bond project number 20, contract number CHDD 12301400613 with RBM Contractors LLC as recommended project engineer Keith Headley Associates Inc. 7F, 1, approve application payment number 1 in the amount of $252,018.02 from Morwell LLC pertaining to concession contract CACD 12304902220 Mile 4 Road and Minnesota Road Project Engineer Seguirre. 7F2, approve application payment number 15 in the amount of $27,900 from Go Underground pertaining to concession contract CACD 12209190712 Highway 281 FM 88 Project Engineer Cruz Hope. 7B through F.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. 8A, requesting approval of work condition number 19 to provide construction material testing services and construction management for a total of $87,759.81 as submitted by BDC Engineering LLC for PSJ Drain 2023 bond referendum project number 16, contract number CHD 12303600725, subject legal review and compliance, House Bill 1295.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
On 8B, we will have just a correction. B1, requesting approval to accept bids and award a construction contract to the lowest and most responsive bidder, Synergy Development and Construction LLC, in the amount of $1,931,325.50 for project Mission McAllen Lateral Channel Phase 2, 2023 bond referendum project 12, RFP number HCDD 12405711023 ESC, as recommended, project engineer BDC Engineering LLC, subject to legal review and compliance, House Bill 1295.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
And B2, pursuant to Texas Water Code 49273I, requesting authority for Drainage District General Manager to approve change orders that involve an increase or decrease in cost $50,000 or less, and in no event exceed the change order statutory limits.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. 8C1, requesting approval to accept bids and award construction contract to the lowest and most responsive bidder, Core Equipment LLC, in the total amount of $1,198,619.06 for the project PSA Drain Expressway 83 to Erling Road, 2023 bond referendum project number 16, RFP number ACDD 12405611016 ESZ, as recommended, project engineer Omar Saldua from my office, subject to legal review and compliance, House Bill 1295.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
8C2, pursuant to Texas Water Code 49273I, requesting authority for Drainage District General Manager to approve change orders that involve an increase or decrease in cost of $50,000 or less, and in no event exceed the change order statutory limits.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
8D, we will have D1.
Yes, Judge, Commissioners, for the record, Drainage District Agenda 8D1, for the record, Commissioner Villarreal will be abstaining from any discussion and/or action.
Thank you. 8D1, approval of application payment number 2 in the amount of $174,861.36 from Center Development and Construction pertaining to construction contract C ACD 12402906111 Farm McAllen Lateral East, project engineer GDJ Engineering.
So move.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Let the record show the Commissioner Garland abstain from any discussion or action on this item.
Yes, sir. D2, approval application payment number 1 in the amount of $107,604 from Center Development and Construction pertaining to construction contract CACD 12403207009 Mission McAllen Drain, project engineer Sames.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Excuse me. Thank you. 9A, approval application payment number 4 in the amount of $290,852.82 from NM Contracting pertaining to construction contract CACD 12307603005 ACD 1 Complex, project engineer Mr. Saldua from my office.
Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
We do have some items, sir, for closed session.
Okay, pursuant subchapter D of chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code, will be retired to closed session to discuss items listed under code section 551.072, .074, and possibly .071. I have a motion to do so.
So move. Motion made. Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, we're back from closed session. We do have one action item.
Yeah, for item 11A,
Okay. Good to have all of you here, but if you could just give us a little quiet, we'll get to you in
for
a minute.
item 11A, action is required to allow Mr. Sassine to proceed as discussed in the closed meeting.
Motion made.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I believe that concludes all of our agenda items. May I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion made.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.
Thank you.
And it's 10 o'clock, so I now call the Hidalgo County Commissioners Court meeting to order. We'll start with a roll call to establish quorum.
Good morning, everyone. David Fuentes, Precinct 1.
Everardo Villarreal, Precinct 3.
Ellie Torres, Precinct 4.
Richard Cortez, County Judge, that constitutes a quorum of 4, but we do have Commissioner Cantu who will be here in a minute. Today, we're very honored to have U.S. Marine Corps veteran Jesus Cavazos. He received the rank of Lance Corporal. He started serving on November the 7th of 2022, and he continues to serve to the present date. He's in the Military Occupational Specialty, MOS. He's an engineer of heavy equipment operator. He's also a combat marksman coach. He's stationed in Corpus Christi, and he works as a detention officer for our Sheriff's Department. Lance Corporal, please join us on the pledge.
Good morning, Your Honors. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
And thank you for your service.
Thank you, sir.
We're also honored to have Dina Trevino. She's our Assistant Purchasing Director here in the county that will lead us in today's prayer.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Can we please bow our heads? Heavenly Father, we humbly ask for your blessings as we begin this proceeding. We ask that you grant our elected leaders with wisdom and grace as they make important decisions that affect the citizens of our county. Place your divine protection over us as we strive to create a better place for all who reside here. Finally, we ask that during this election season, you inspire all those called to public service to do their best to serve the communities they're elected to lead. In your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Dina.
Thank you.
Next item is the approval of the consent agenda.
Under consent agenda, Judge, I'd like to pull from consent agenda items 5A 1 and 2 and 9E 4.
Motion to approve the balance of the agenda.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Judge, Commissioners, thank you. With respect to consent agenda, item 5A 1 and 2, for the record, Commissioner Fuentes will be abstaining from any discussion and or action. With that being said, all is in order.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Let the record show Commissioner Fuentes abstained from any discussion or action of this item.
Thank you.
Thank you. Consent agenda item 9E4, I do have a correction. This is a county-wide department. The correction is with respect to the approval to add, delete the following vehicles and fuel cards from U.S. Bank Voyager. The correction would be that facilities management is adding a driver, and that should be 12, not 10. And deleting a driver should be 6, not 3.
Motion to approve with the corrections.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Judge, Commissioners. And Judge, if I may, with your permission, I want to thank everyone here in the audience for being present at our Commissioners Court meeting. I'm going to ask anyone with a phone to please mute, silence, or turn off your phone. If there is a phone call that needs to be made or taken, I'm respectfully requesting that the phone call be taken outside, as well as any conversation. When the conversation or phone call has been completed, you may come back into the courtroom. Thank you.
Well, next we have a very special recognition. We have a proclamation honoring the Head Start Awareness Month. Please all come forward. And it's great seeing all the families and children here. Bring them up there so we can put them in the camera.
Yes, we will in just a little bit, Judge. Again, Irma Peña for the Head Start program. October is Head Start Awareness Month. The premise of Head Start is simple. Every child, regardless of their situation at birth, has the ability to reach their full potential. When Head Start was first launched in 1965, the idea of providing health, nutrition, and educational services in poverty was revolutionary, if not radical. Fast forward to 2024. The Head Start model is a program that is built on evidence-based practices and is constantly adapting using the best available science and teaching techniques to meet the needs of children so they have the foundation needed to thrive. The Hidalgo County Head Start program has a partnership with 9 different school districts, and jointly we can say with resound that our children are healthier and better prepared academically, our families are empowered, and our communities are stronger and more vibrant because of Head Start and our incredible school district partners. I'd like to recognize the ISD partnership that are here today. Their commitment to incorporate high-quality teaching practices, Strong performance standards and student-centered learning is a testament to their dedication to having children reach their full potential. Now, I know parking has been a little bit crazy outside, and we asked them to come, and I know we have just a handful of people, but if we have any ISD partners, if you could please stand so we can recognize you. We have Dr. Dominguez from Donna ISD, Superintendent, and we have Mr. Munoz and Ms. Ramos from La Jolla ISD. Thank you again. Also today are the members of the Head Start Policy Council. These individuals represent their communities, and together they are committed for a vision of high-quality services and instruction. Their goal for this program is that Head Start performs at the highest level so children and families could be successful and become active members of their communities. I want to thank them for their devoted support to the Head Start program, and we have members of our Policy Council here today. I'd like to recognize them as well. Policy Council members? Everything we do is rooted in the philosophy that where you come from shouldn't stand in the way of where you're going. And here in Hidalgo County, Head Start is and always will forever be where the learning begins and success follows.
Hey, hey.
It is my honor to introduce Ms. Sonia Casas. She is the former McAllen ISD elementary principal, but current Edinburgh Head Start campus director, and she will introduce some extraordinary students and, quite frankly, our VIPs for today. Ms. Casas.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the Hidalgo County Commissioners Court. My name is Sonia Casas, and I'm very proud, very happy to be here today as the director for Edinburgh Head Start. And just like Ms. Peña just mentioned, I was a McAllen ISD. I worked with McAllen ISD for 34 years, 24 of those as a principal. I retired this last summer because I was ready for my next venture. And that venture, I actually worked with Head Start. It was on my campus for 3 years, and I absolutely fell in love with it. So that's where I decided to join Head Start, and I was lucky enough to have this opportunity. Everyone in education knows that we must make an impact on the children, the youngest learners. That's how we make an impact on society. That's how we make an impact in our communities. Nothing makes me more proud than to be surrounded by life changers, because that's what I have found Edinburgh Head Start, or just Head Start in general, to be. They're all about changing lives, the lives of our little ones, the lives of the parents, strengthening and empowering our parents so that they are better parents and better, of course, for our children. We are also well aware that Head Start can't do it alone. The support from leaders like you is so very, very important. And our partnerships with ISD. I'm familiar with McAllen ISD partnership because I was part of that. And now, of course, I am part of the Edinburgh CISD partnership. I did bring Miss Alanis right over here. She's the lady to our far right, your left. And she is Monica Alanis, and she is a teacher with Head Start. And Edinburgh CISD teacher as well. So, and she is just phenomenal, and I invite any of you to come and visit her classroom or any other classroom so you can see all of the wonderful things that are happening. And I can't go on without recognizing another person that's worked at Head Start for many, many years. Right behind us, Mr. Chavez with little hat right back there. He brought us all to our Commissioners Court meeting. So thank you, Mr. Chavez. Mr. Chavez, phenomenal. I have a group of students with us today, and I want you to know they have big dreams. They're 4 years old, but they have big dreams. Actually, Every one of these students wants to be just like you. So listen up, listen for your names, because each child has a special message for each one of you. We're going to go ahead and start with our first speaker, but I will give you the names of the students that are going to be speaking today. We have Isaiah George, and then we have Azaneth Flores. We also have Saif Faraz, Aria Munoz, Meredith Flores, and Xiomara Mancenades. We're going to begin with Isaiah. Isaiah, can you join me?
Dear Judge Cortez, my name is Isaiah George. I'm a student at Edinburgh Head Start. When I grow up, I want to be a judge because I like to play nice with my friends. I think to be fair and honest. Thank you.
Well, you will make a good one, so. But wait until you get a little older, because I kind of like my job for at least another year.
Dear Commissioner Fuentes, my name is Asanet. I am a student at Edinburgh Head Start. When I grow up, I want to be an accountant. Because I love math and puzzles, I find the answers to our problems. Thank you.
Judge, I haven't done a puzzle yet. I'm looking forward to one now. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Yeah, no kidding.
Dear Commissioner Gatu, my name is Arya Badas. I am a student at Head Start. When I grow up, I want to be a lawyer.
Lawyer.
Because I like to read and write. Thank you. I'm a student at Edinburgh Head Start. When I grow up, I want to own a business because I like to pretend I own a store. I'll make job for people. Thank you. Estimada comisaria Torres, me llamo Meredith Flores, soy estudiante de Edinburgh Head Start. Cuando sea grande quiero ser maestra porque me encanta aprender. ¡Enseñaré en el futuro! Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Saif. Thank you for your time and attention. Now we have some presents for you. Thank you.
This has got to be the cutest commissioner's court that's ever existed. My goodness, this is amazing.
Thank you so much.
Well-spoken young children. Thank you guys so much for being here. That is amazing.
Our future is bright.
Our future is bright, yes.
Best for last? Yeah?
It's a puzzle.
It's a puzzle. Thank you, young man. Appreciate it.
Okay, it's kind of hard to follow that,
For sure.
but obviously, the love that we have for our children is exactly as it should be. Children first, always. But it is also my pleasure to introduce to you our Head Start parents. So, Head Start parents, if you could please stand. I know that they were gleaming with such pride. Such pride. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you. And now it is my honor to introduce Mr. Oscar Adame, who we all know. Oscar began his career in 1977, but it was his 23 years as chief anchor of Channel 5 News where we all tuned in as we considered him the voice of reason for the Rio Grande Valley. He delivered news with honesty, purpose, conviction, and confidence. Recently, Oscar has become the Hidalgo County Head Start program's unofficial spokesperson and ambassador. He has done 4 promotional commercials for the Head Start program. I hope you've seen them. They come out often. Because he believes strongly in Head Start and the positive effect it has on improving the lives of young children. It is my honor to introduce Oscar, who will now read the Head Start proclamation for your consideration. Mr. Adam?
Good morning, members of the Commissioners Court. It's great to be here this morning on such a wonderful day to proclaim the good works that go on in Hidalgo County day in and day out with regards to the education of our children. So I'll find examples here. I've had the opportunity to, in my work as being the unofficial spokesperson for Head Start, to meet many of the staff members and the students and parents of Head Start. And the one thing I can say is, and I can say many things about the program itself, but when you see the kids in the classroom, the staff, the parents, working all together to achieve one goal, and that is to help provide for their kids the best opportunity for their future. And Hidalgo County Head Start is certainly that great vehicle for thousands of kids here in Hidalgo County. So I'm honored to be here to read this proclamation. Ms. Peña, thank you very much for your kind words. Proclamation declaring October Head Start Awareness Month. Whereas established in 1965, Head Start is a national, federally funded early childhood development program that serves children and families, and whose purpose is to help children achieve their full potential. And whereas Hidalgo County acquired the federal grant in 1981 to provide Head Start services to at-risk children and families in communities within Hidalgo County, and whereas Head Start provides comprehensive health, nutritional, educational, social services, family and community development, and meaningful parental involvement, and whereas Head Start focuses on children's language development, early literacy, social skills, and giving their parents the skills to become their child's first and most important teacher. And whereas Head Start is committed to the development of each child and provides preventive and early intervention services to children and families regardless of their economic status. And whereas Head Start has memorandums of understanding with Donna ISD, Ed Couch Elsa ISD, Edinburgh CISD, La Jolla ISD, McAllen ISD, Mercedes ISD, Mission CISD, Monte Alto ISD, and FAR San Juan Alamo ISD to jointly provide high-quality early childhood education to all eligible pre-K children, which will help children become school-ready and succeed academically from college to career. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Hidalgo County Commissioners Court hereby recognize the month of October as Head Start Awareness Month and declares that the needs of children and families in Hidalgo County must be a top priority for future decision makers by investing financial resources and providing exceptional learning environments for Head Start children and families. Approve this 29th day of October 2024.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries, and thank you very much for all your work.
Picture time, right?
Yes.
How do we follow Oscar and all these kids, man? What's that? How do we follow
Oscar, what are you doing sitting over there? Come on. I know you're not camera time.
Big smile, everybody.
Everybody look forward and center, please. And smile. Cheese, cheese, got it.
Thank you.
Hey, we're gonna get a picture.
Did you let Nacho know? Valdez. We'll do it then.
Can we do that one, Valde?
Yes,
Judge?
23B1.
So 23B1?
Okay, we're going to move to item 23B1. Real quick.
Is Mr. Amesco going to do this? Valde? Is Mr. Amesco going to do it?
Yes, he is on.
Morning, Judge, Commissioner, Mr. Guerra, Mr. Garza, for the record, Ignacio Mesco from the Purchasing Department. Agenda item 23B for Precinct 1, acceptance and approval for interlocal cooperation agreement between the County of Hidalgo and Donna ISD to assist each other in the public purpose of providing educational opportunities to the students and residents of the county and assisting the county in its functions of animal regulation. I recommend to approve.
Thank you very much. Before we take action on this, I want to thank Ms. Ana Cedillo, who is a sponsor of the animal science program there at Donna North High School. There are some students that have been working on a spay and neuter program that will greatly assist the county in reducing that population. So I want to thank the superintendent for being here. It just so worked out with the Head Start program. And Ms. Jackie has a video that the Donna ISD has prepared, and I'd ask for her to play it real quick.
Today we're partnering Yaqui Animal Rescue, Texas Loving Pet Assistance, and the City of Elsa to provide a spay and neuter clinic.
So today we helped in the operating room. We were able to help with the tattooing, gluing the incisions, and we were able to assist with holding the dogs. And we also were able to microchip along with filling up vaccines and filling out forms and packaging kits.
Today I was able to help the vets during surgery and was able to microchip after surgery.
We're so excited to be given this opportunity with Yaqui Animal Rescue to provide these services throughout Hidalgo County. I was surprised to find that they tattoo female cats and dogs to show that they're fixed. Through this MASH clinic, we were able to spay, neuter, vaccinate, and microchip 100 cats and dogs.
Sorry, I wrote down Ms. Cedillo's correct first name is Amanda Cedillo, and I'd like to thank her again and Dr. Dominguez for being here today. The students of Samara Patino, Kate Montiel, Carla Ramirez, Eliana Rodriguez, Emma Rubio, Isabella Arevalo, and the rest of the animal science program there at Donna North, this interlocal will allow us to help participate in helping them buy equipment to provide this spay and neuter program throughout Hidalgo County. As you can see, they were working in the Delta area.
That's tremendous.
And helping out there. They're getting a lot of hands-on experience, but they're also helping us in trying to help control that pet population that's out there. And I know that we've been looking at different ways to combat this, so I want to congratulate them on their efforts.
I wish that could be duplicated in all the
Right.
school districts.
Right, well, maybe this is the blueprint for that.
Yeah.
So thank you, Dr. Dominguez, and to all of your students there at Donna North, and Mrs. Amanda Cedillo for bringing this up to us, and I'm glad that we were able to help out. And from what I understand, by getting this equipment, this will open up different grant opportunities for them to expand the program with veterinarians and other health or professionals that will help us administer the spay and neuter program at a very minimal cost to the county. So thank you, Doctor, for being here. I'm glad that it worked out, but we look forward to recognizing these children at a future county court and recognizing them for their efforts because they've won some awards for this program that they've put out there. So again, thank you to Donna North, Mrs. Cedillo, Ms. Cedillo, and all of her students there. So with that, I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Again,
Thank you
thank you
so
so
much.
much. We'll go back to a regular agenda item.
Judge, we've already approved, or the court has already taken action on consent agenda item, but we do have a public participation forum on consent agenda item. And there are agenda items 2A, 4A, 4B, 9A1, 9A2, and 9A3. Ms. McClarity.
Yes, at each meeting, y'all just go through and never mention what y'all just okayed. I know that on 2A, we were wondering, it says, where is the fund information report? I believe it said presentation of fund information report. There wasn't anything there, and y'all
Right.
didn't do anything.
The fund information report is provided by the county. I'm sorry, Commissioner. The fund information report is funded, or is not funded, I'm sorry. Provided by the county auditor's office. I spoke to
Saw
Ms.
that.
Letty Chavez. They were working on it. As soon as we get it, it is uploaded, but I will get that information for you.
Okay.
All right.
And then 4A, it says, was this, was the public involved? This was Eddie's Luncheon, and I see it was around $3,000. And I had an individual say, was the public invited? And I said, I don't know.
It was open to the public, yes, ma'am.
Okay, they didn't know, all right. Then 4B, where is this being, is needed, and this is, where is it needed, where is going to be used? And I believe on this one, it was, $5,391. This is precinct 1, and he's not here to answer, I believe. They wanted to know where this, whatever it's called, it is a drone or something, because this is the insurance on it or something?
That's the insurance, yes. We do have a drone program, Ms. McClarity, and this is to insure the drone by way of when it's used. And there are strict requirements on, they're called drone pilots. There are requirements that they must meet, as this is regulated.
Okay, well, they wanted just to know, because I told them it's in precinct 1,
Yes.
but I didn't know what precinct 1 used it for.
It's for countywide purposes, it's for county purposes. So these are drones.
There's a lot of
Okay.
uses
Okay.
for this, yeah.
All right, then 9A1, we're leasing 2 vehicles, and we're leasing them for 60 months. And again, we're paying on the first one, I believe it's $51,978.60. And the second one, we're leasing for $57,966.60. And again, the people were questioning, we don't own them when this is over with. For that kind of money, we should own the vehicle.
Unfortunately, leasing is the way to go by way of the value of the vehicles in today's market. One, number two, the value of the vehicles owned and used depreciate greatly. And again, the asset, if there's any issues with the asset, it is addressed by the ones that we're leasing it from. And again, these are, as always, these are for countywide, it's for county use.
Well, we
for the
understand
individual.
that, but
Yeah.
just they didn't know, again.
Yeah, it's just,
like I
unfortunately,
said,
that's the market.
I hope to God that the whole county doesn't decide to do this with all the vehicles, because it may be a savings, but we own nothing. All right, 9A2, what is this? Can you tell us what this is? And why is it needed?
9A2, that would be
Oh,
what?
this is the emergency, the ambulance and things that you're extending.
That's to provide any type of care services that are needed within whatever area it's being
Well, we
utilized
understood
for.
that. Why are we having to extend it? Why wasn't it already, in the contract or whatever?
No, those are part of the covenants of the contract. They're not infinitive. I mean, there is a beginning in, and then there's
end.
options to renew, yes.
Okay, well, they were just kind of, looking at it.
Right, no,
And
we're
I
continuing.
think the last one is 9A3. This is about the disaster response. This is about the brush and
Brush
vegetation.
recovery, yes.
And since we haven't had any disaster, they wanted to know, where's that money? It sits there until we have one?
Unless services are rendered, there is nothing paid. And this is so that we have the company or companies in place in case they are needed.
Okay, that's what they wanted to know.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you. It's already, okay, it's posted.
It wasn't last night.
Thank you, Counselor. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, we're down to item 6, open forum. Do we have anybody signed up?
Yes, Judge, we do have one participant, Ms. Fern McClarity, under open forum. And for the record, for those in the audience, I'd like to remind the public they're always welcome to participate in public forum. They need to be familiar with the rules of decorum, which prohibit direct and indirect personal attacks on members of the court or any county individual or individuals. The comments made should also pertain to county business and cannot be threatening in nature. Ms. McClarity, there is a 3-minute time limit. I will advise when there is 1 minute left. I will start when you start.
Commissioners, as you know, we are in the middle of a presidential election, so what do you think is the major difference between the parties? Is the major difference the economy, the border, or foreign wars? There are definitely major issues, but in reference to the people, the major issue is taxes. The Democratic Party has clearly stated that it will raise taxes, while the Republicans will eliminate taxes on Social Security payments, payroll, estate, and gift, and I believe even on tips. I wish I could tell you that the Republicans were going to significantly reduce your tax burden, but that would not be true. But their goal is to concentrate on serving the American people. The reason I am discussing our current election is that this election is taxes, and more specifically the amount of money this county is taking from the people. On several occasions, this commission has stated that you are the servant of the people, and yet each year you take more from a population that's clearly in distress. The 2025 tax budget is 6% or $15.5 million over last year's budget. On what basis did this council decide that the people of Hidalgo County could pay $15.5 million more? The answer is clearly that this council did not consider how much people could pay. The only question was how much you needed. The reason I started with the current election is to show that at some point things will fall apart. You cannot keep increasing the value of land to a point where the general public cannot afford the American dream, especially when we all know the values are fake. Try to sell your home for its tax value. What is the people want and always ask is for lower taxes. We do not want a new courthouse, but we've got one, not open yet. We have a high-rise parking lot that's coming, and we're hoping that it will not be locked up. Most of our parking lots, Robert Chevrolet and the ones over there, are all locked up to the public. We do not want to start every year by wondering if we're going to be able to pay our property taxes. This year, my home, the value right now has gone up 160%. The sad thing is that this is not unusual, and this increase is why people are losing their home and getting more dissatisfied with the people that are running our government. The action of Hidalgo County is creating more poverty. And again, I ask everyone to pray for Israel. She's doing a good job, and I pray that you'll keep her in your heart and in your minds. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Fuentes?
Thank you. If we could have Jackie pull up the invitation or the flyer for the, just wanted to make a quick announcement. We're having our groundbreaking for our Health and Wellness Activity Center at Precinct 1. There it is. And just inviting everybody to come and be a part of this. It's going to be exciting. It's similar to what Precinct 2 has as far as a health and wellness center. We're trying to increase mental and physical fitness and get our county employees more active and engaged, keep them healthier. But this is going to be a community building and a community program. So just wanted to invite the community out to join us on Friday at 10 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, item 7A, District Attorney's Office.
Good morning, Commissioners. Judge Rosalinda Cantu presenting for the District Attorney's Office. Item 7A, asking for approval to accept the fiscal year 2023 Domestic Violence Unit Grant Award in the amount of $93,568.48 from the Office of the Governor Criminal Justice Division for the period of October 1st, 2024 through September 30th, 2025, with authority for county judge as the authorized official to accept the award electronically. We're also asking for approval of certification of revenues as certified by the county auditor for the fiscal year 2023 Domestic Violence Unit Grant in the amount of $93,568.48 and appropriation of the same.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Sheriff's Office, item 8.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning, Mayor.
Oscar Montoya here on behalf of Sheriff J. Eriguera. We're asking for approval on item 8A, Sheriff's Office with La Joya ISD PD and HCSO MOU. Approval and authorization for Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office to sign MOU between La Joya ISD PD and HCSO with the purpose of establishing a reasonable communication and coordination effort between the department and the agencies.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Item 8B, FY 2023 Operation Stone Garden Grant. Approval of budget. We're asking for approval of budget adjustment frag order submitted to the Federal Emergency Management Agency, Department of Homeland Security, and in relations to the FY 2023 Operation Stone Garden Grant.
Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And lastly, it's the Local Border Security Program, the LBSP. We're asking for authorization and approval to accept grant awards from the Office of Governor, Homeland Security Grant Division in relation to LBSP FY 2025. The grant period is from 9/01/24 to 8/31/25 in the amount of $233,000 with the authority of the county judge as authorized official to accept the award electronically.
Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item C2, authorization to pay overtime reimbursable under the grant terms and conditions.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And lastly, we're asking for approval of certification of revenues as certified by the county auditor for the FY 2025 LBSP in the amount of $233,000 and appropriate the same.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Judge. God bless you guys. Thank you.
God bless.
Item 9A, Constable Precinct 1.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners. Deputy Jason Rivera on behalf of Constable Celestino Avila. Item 9A, discussion, consideration, and approval to appoint Jacob Gonzalez and Michael Ariola as deputy constables by Constable Celestino Avila Jr., Constable Precinct 1, in accordance with Texas Local Government Code, Section 86.011. Requesting approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. 9B, Constable Precinct 1 FY 2025 Local Border Security Program, LBSP. 1, authorization and approval to accept grant award in relation to the FY 2025 Local Border Security Program in the amount of $35,000 from the Office of the Governor, Homeland Security Grant Division for the period of September 1st, 2024 to August 31st, 2025, with authority for county judge as authorized official to accept award electronically. 2, authorization to pay overtime reimbursement under the grant terms and conditions. And 3, approval of certifications of revenues as certified by the county auditor for the FY 2025 Local Border Security Program grant in the amount of $35,000 and appropriation of the same. Requesting approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. And item 9C, lastly, Constable Precinct 1 Operation Stone Garden Grant, OPSG. Approval of the budget adjustment request, frag order submitted to the Federal Emergency Management Agency, Department of Homeland Security, in relation to the FY 2023 Operation Stone Garden Grant. Requested approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thanks, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Item 10A, Constable Precinct 2.
Judge, Commissioners, with your permission for Constable 2, Precinct 2, it's for the fiscal year 2025 Local Border Security Program, that's Fund 1284. They're asking authorization and approval to accept a grant award in relation to the fiscal year 2025 Local Border Security Program in the amount of $35,000 from the Office of Governor Homeland Security Division for the period of September 1st, 2024 through August 31st, 2025, with authority for the county judge as authorized official to accept the award electronically and authorize to pay overtime reimbursable under the grant terms and conditions, and the certification of revenues as certified by the county auditor for fiscal year 2025 Local Border Security Program grant in the amount of $35,000 in appropriation of the same.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 11A, Constable Precinct 3.
Good morning, Commissioners. On behalf of Constable Larry Gallardo, my name is Lady Roque, and agenda item 11A is approval of budget adjustment request brag order submitted and approved by the Federal Emergency Management Agency Department of Homeland Security in relation to the FY 2023 Operation Stone Garden Grant.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Agenda item 11B is requesting approval for fringe benefits and salaries exceeding the memorandum of understanding funding of $80,373 with 98 cents from FY24 award to be reclassified to the Constable Precinct 3 General Fund account. Requesting approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Agenda item 11C is authorization and approval to accept grant in relation to the FY 2025 Local Border Security Program and the amount of $110,000 from the Office of the Governor, Homeland Security Grants Division for the period of September 1st, 2024 to August 31st of 2025, with the authority for county judge as authorized official to accept the award electronically, and authorization to pay overtime reimbursable under the grant terms and conditions, and approval of certification of revenues as certified by the county auditor for the FY 2025 Local Border Security Program grant in the amount of $110,000 and appropriation of the same. Requesting approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Last one, 11D, approval to enter into an interlocal agreement between County of Hidalgo, Texas, acting by and through the Office of the Constable Precinct 3 and the following entities: Irrigation District Number 6, United Irrigation District, and Irrigation District Number 16, to be effective on October 18, 2024 through October 17, 2025, with the authority for County Judge Richard Cortez and Constable Lázaro Gallardo as authorized officials to execute agreement, and approval of certification of revenues as certified by County Auditor in the amount of $68,298, and approval of appropriation of funds in the amount of $88,298, which includes entities' contribution and county cash match. Requesting approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to move to item 16A, Community Service Agency. We can get Ivan back to work.
Thank you, Judge. Commissioners, item 16A is presentation of the 2025 Community Services Block Grant Community Action Plan and Budget. Judge and Commissioners, at this time, I just want to give you the highlights of the CSBG budget, anticipated budget for 2025. We anticipate receiving from our sources at the state level no real increase when it comes to community services block grant funds. So we're planning on receiving $1.8 million, which is $1,882,144. So given that number, we did create the big difference between last year's budget and this year's is we did carve out another accountant position that will be funded at 100% within this budget. Judge, Commissioners, that gives us a little bit of coverage, given the fact that we've had transition, we've had people that have left our agency, and kind of leaves us in a lurch from an accounting perspective. We want to make sure we have a little extra coverage from the fiscal perspective. So we carved out the $47,003 for that particular salary and an additional fringe. In addition, we built in a 3% COLA, but since then, we've been given notice that thanks to the county budget office and to you all passing the budget, it seems like you're going to be able to assist us with the COLA that was allocated to county employees across the board. So those are the real highlights, the big differences, and with that, I would ask you to open up this to a public hearing so that we can entertain any questions the public may have.
Okay, I hereby declare the public hearing open to discuss the CAP plan and budget. Is anyone here to address us regarding this matter? Hearing none, I declare the public hearing closed.
Just to give you a few highlights on the CAP plan, the Community Action Plan is what sets out the number of the outputs that we anticipate, the number of families that we anticipate working with, the number of, for instance, food baskets that we anticipate distributing, the number of house fires we intend to respond to, and it gives us just our basic goals for this year. So with that being said, I would ask you to submit the plan as put together by staff for your consideration and approvals.
Motion to approve?
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 16B, I would ask that we take that up at our next meeting, if that's okay with you, our strategic plan. That is a work in progress, Judge. But I will, with your permission, go to 16C, is discussion, consideration, and possible action to recommend approval of the 2025 Service Delivery Plan for the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, LIHEAP. Judge, Commissioners, this program is the utility assistance program that we're pretty much well known for. Just to give you a preview, once again, we're anticipating no real increase in the funding levels. Last year, we received a little bit over $8 million for the entire program, of which about $7.3 million went towards direct services for clients, okay? So out of that $8 million, we were able to provide assistance to the tune of about $7.3 million. That translated to a little over 8,000 families that we assisted with their utility bills over last year. And this is key. There are over 150,000 families in Hidalgo County that qualify for this program. And we receive enough funding for 8,000, a little over 8,000. So there's certainly going to be a disconnect. Our agency staff has done a great job of stretching the dollars to the very end. Many programs across the state ran out of LIHEAP funding in April. To date, we are still eking out the last bit of dollars because we recognize that families have disconnects in November, just like they have disconnects in other parts, in other times of the year. So we anticipate our service delivery plan sets out the weather triggers as to when we're able to give emergency services for families. It also delineates our priority rating system, so when our funds run low, like this year, we're able to prioritize applications based on energy burden, based on poverty levels, so that we can serve the most needy first with those particular needs. It also sets out what we call our alternative billing method, so that when families present without a historical usage summary, we can, based on historical data, we can provide services to that household without a history on that particular address. So all of those are calculations that go into this service delivery plan, and we would ask you all to entertain a discussion on that, and if you have any questions, I certainly would be open to that.
I think y'all do a great job in forecasting and being ready, and just thank you for all that you do, and thank you for being ready for our families.
Thank you. I can assure you that we do everything we can, Commissioner, there's kind of a little bit of a science to this, and we try very hard to be very objective in how we provide services to clients across the county.
Thank you. With that said, is there a motion?
We would need a,
Okay,
yes.
motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I'm against. Thank you for all the good work.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Commissioners. Okay, thanks.
Item 12A, Constable Precinct 4.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners. We got 12A, Constable Precinct 4 FY 2025 Local Border Security Grant, LBSP 1284. 1, authorization approval to accept grant award in relations to the FY 2025 Local Border Security Program in the amount of $73,000 from the Office of the Governor, Homeland Security Grants Division for the period of September 1st, 2024 to August 31st, 2025, with authority for county judge as authorized official to accept electronically. A2, authorized to pay overtime reimbursement under the grant terms and conditions. And A3, approval of certification of revenues as certified by county auditor for the FY 2025 Local Border Security Program grant in the amount of $73,000 and appropriations as the same.
Motion to approve?
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
12B, approval to accept overtime funding agreement from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, Immigration and Custom Enforcement, ICE, FY 2025, from the period 10/1/2024 to 9/30/2025 in the amount of $15,000. B2, authorization to pay overtime reimbursement under grant terms and conditions. And B3, approval of certification of revenues as certified by the county auditor for the FY 2025 ICE overtime agreement in the amount of $15,000 and appropriations of the same.
Motion to approve?
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And 12C, we are not going to need any approval on this item.
So you're asking for a no action at this time?
Yes, sir, no action.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to go to closed session pursuant to Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code. We'll be going to closed session to discuss items listed under code section 551.071, .072, .074, and .087. I have a motion to do so.
Motion made. Second?
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I have 10:59. Items to go back to the agenda.
Judge, if you'd like, we can go ahead and take up the action items.
Okay.
And so,
We need to go back and open.
yes, we need to go back to open.
Are we live? Okay. All right, we're back from closed session. We do have some action items on
Thank you, Judge. And so under, if I may, under 24A, 1, 2, 3, and 4, there's no specific action to be taken or discussion. 24B, discussion, consideration, and authorization. Discussion, consideration, and action authorizing intern signature authority for all documents related to the operation of the Urban County program. Judge Commissioners, recommending that 2 individuals be authorized for signature authority, which would be first your Assistant Urban County Director, Armando Garza, and your Division Manager 3, Ms. Nelly Flores.
motion to approve. Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And item 24C, approval of excess settlement agreement offer from Home State County Mutual Insurance Company, Snap Insurance Services LLC, in the amount of $1,291.95, and this will settle an auto accident claim with one of our county vehicles, and approval to authorize myself, Executive Officer Valdeguerra, to sign property damage release forms to settle auto accident claim with Home State County Mutual Insurance Company, Snap Insurance Services LLC.
So move.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Under open session, we are in open session, and so item 27, so we go to 27A, real estate acquisition, no specific action to be taken. B, there's no specific, B is pending and or potential litigation, no specific action to be taken. I will refer back to 27C in a second. 27D, Alejandra de la Cruz versus County of Hidalgo, Texas. No action to be taken at this time. E, Jose Villarreal versus Auction House LLC in County of Hidalgo. There's no action to be taken at this time. F, claim of Hector Coel Morin. Judge Commissioner, I'd like Settlement Authority to make an offer in the amount of $6,769.03.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item G, claim of Roque H. Tafoya. Judge Commissioners, I'd like Settlement Authority to make an offer in the amount of $390.
So moved. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item H, claim of Jose Agustin Reyes. Judge Commissioners, I'd like Settlement Authority to make an offer in the amount of $5,483.51.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And item 27C, which is discussion, consideration, action, and appointment, employment of Health and Human Services Director. We will refer back to an agenda item under HR. And I believe that that is our next action or agenda item that we left off, which was HR.
Okay, go back to item 13A, Human Resources.
Good afternoon, Judge Commissioners. Erika Reina for the Department of Human Resources. Item 13A, I'm requesting a waiver of the following if applicable for the personnel items listed. I need action on item number 3, the budget amendment policy, personnel-related amendments.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 13B is approval to appoint David Beltran, student at Walden University, as an intern under the Hidalgo County Public Defender's Office for the period of November 1st, 2024 through July 1st, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 13C for the WIC program, approval of the following action effective next full pay period, November 4th, 2024, and for calendar year 2025. The action is to create slot 0044, a peer counselor 1 at a grade 3. I do recommend approval.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 13D is approval to waive the 2025 contribution or donation of sick leave hours to the sick leave pool for currently enrolled participants due to the current level of sick leave pool hours. Employees not currently enrolled and who wish to enroll must still contribute the sick leave hours as per the sick leave policy. Judge Commissioners, we still have a very healthy balance in our sick leave pool, so this is the item that we've been bringing to the court this past few years. I do recommend approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 13E, discussion and action to appoint and/or employ the Hidalgo County Health and Human Services Department Director, effective November 1st, 2024. The appointee nominated is Mrs. Irene Sarmiento.
And Judge Commissioners, for the record, the reference number would have been 27C.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 2 is approval and all appropriate actions to set the compensation for the Hidalgo County Health and Human Services Department Director. Recommended salary is a grade 21, step 10.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Erica. Item 14A, Urban County.
Good afternoon, Judge Commissioners. Nelly Flores for Urban County. Item 14A, request an approval of an agreement with R. Gutierrez Engineering Corporation for design and professional surveying services on an as-needed basis for projects located within Hidalgo County.
And if I may, Ms. Flores and Judge Commissioners, to include subject to final legal review.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. 14B, requesting approval of a professional consulting service contract with B2Z Engineering LLC for the provisions of professional consulting services for the Hidalgo County Urban County Program and Texas Department of Agriculture CDBG Colonia Fund 2022 Planning Funds Project.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
14C, Urban County requests approval of subrecipient agreements with 19 nonprofit agencies. UCP CDBG Public Service Program fiscal year 2024 funds will be used retroactive effective July 1st, 2024 to May 31st, 2025.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And lastly, 14D, requesting authorization to approve the fiscal year 2024-2025 Urban County Program interlocal agreements with 15 participating cities and authorization for Hidalgo County Judge Richard F. Cortez to sign all necessary agreements.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, Natalie.
Thank you.
Item 15A, emergency management.
Good afternoon, Judge and Commissioners. Ricardo Saldaña, Emergency Management Coordinator. Requesting approval for the First Amendment to the interlocal cooperative agreement between the City of Palmview and County of Hidalgo for emergency medical services to exercise the first one-year extension under the agreement and the same rates and terms and conditions. This is for the use of the county ambulance.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
15B, discussion and consideration and approval to pay the overtime hours physically worked by county employees deployed to state assigned mutual aid missions in accordance to Hidalgo County Civil Service Commission rules and Hidalgo County Personnel Manual. This is for the deployment mission of October 2024 to Hurricane Helene. One of the staff members was in North Carolina and South Carolina assisting with the disaster there.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 15C, approval to enter in a support agreement between the County of Hidalgo, Texas Office of Emergency Management with the U.S. Border Patrol Rio Grande Valley Sector K-9 unit with the authority of Ricardo Saldaña, County Emergency Manager, as authorized official to exercise the agreement. This is to use the county warehouse for training with their K-9 units.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 15D, 1, approval to accept the Rapid Response Expansion Communication Project Grant number 5091301 from the Office of the Governor, OEG, in the amount of $54,048.38, effective September 1st, 2024 through October 31st of 2025. 2, approval of certification of revenues for the Rapid Response Expansion Communication Project as certified by the County Auditor and appropriation of the same items. This is funding through the Homeland Security. This is for radio equipment to be placed on the rapid response vehicles in one of the command units, and also replacement of batteries for the radio cache that we have. No matching funds.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Judge and
Thank you,
Commissioners.
Item 17, the Elections Department. Hilda Ann.
Hi, good afternoon, Judge and Commissioners. Hilda Salinas, Elections Administrator, here to present to you today. Agenda item 97097, discussion on election updates. The second week of early voting for the November 5th, 2024 general election and local entities elections, of course, is underway. The last day of early voting is, of course, this Friday, November 1st, and all 33 early voting polling locations will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I do want to announce that we have seen high voter turnout at the polls. Currently, registered voters, we have 446,410 registered voters in Hidalgo County. And at this time, we have had 110,000 voters cast their ballot in person. So that's 26% of our registered voters right now. So voter turnout has been consistent, and we are seeing an upward trend. So it is hard to compare, though, to voter turnout in 2020's presidential election because, 1, it was 3 weeks long due to COVID, and 2, we started on a Tuesday because Monday was a federal holiday. So we are hoping to reach, which was the turnout in 2020, which was 171,000 registered voters that did vote during that time. So we're hoping to reach that number this year. So we encourage voters to get out and vote, visit our website for important election information such as sample ballots, find your nearest early voting polling location. We do have 19 local entities also on the ballot. So voters can find out through their sample ballot before they head to the polls, be informed. Of course, if you have any questions, anybody has any questions, they can call our office at 956-318-2570. That's what I have for elections updates. Do you have any questions? Okay, I'll proceed. Approval of the November 5th general and local entities election service contracts between Hidalgo County and the following entities: Edinburgh CISD, Ed Couch Elsa ISD, La Villa ISD, Mercedes ISD, City of Ed Couch, City of Edinburgh, City of Westlaco, Hidalgo County Water Improvement District Number 3, El Milagro Management District, Santa Cruz Water Control and Improvement District Number 15. I recommend approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Helen. Item 18A, Veterans Service, Mr. Pettis.
Yes, Judge. Good afternoon, and Commissioners. Item 18A, requesting authorization to allow Hidalgo County Veteran Services to apply for the 2025-2026 Texas Veterans Commission Funds for Veterans Assistance Grant of $300,000 for Housing for Texas Heroes program. This will assist our low-income veterans in our area with repairs and modifications to their homes. Request for approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Sam. Item 19A, Planning Department, Mr. Ureste.
Good afternoon, Judge and Commissioners. Item A, Altamirano State Subdivision in Precinct 4. This is off of Cesar Chavez Road and Mount 19 North Road. This is a one-lot, single-family subdivision. Staff recommends approval.
Motion to approve?
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next item, item B, Polido Subdivision in Precinct 4. This is off of Alamo Road and Mile 17 North Road. This is a two-lot, single-family subdivision. Staff recommends approval.
Motion to approve?
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item C, Artsop number 2 subdivision. This is off of, in Precinct 1. This is off of Dillon Road and Wisconsin Road. 7-lot, single-family subdivision. Staff recommends approval.
Motion to approve?
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 2A, final approval with financial guarantee. Item A, 4GC Ranch subdivision in Precinct 4. This is off of Calichera Road and Seminary Road, 1-lot, single-family subdivision. Staff recommends approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item number 3A, Benavides subdivision in Precinct 3. This is off of Los Ebanos Road and Inspiration Road. This is 4-lot commercial subdivision. Staff recommends approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item B, Las Comadres number 10 subdivision in Precinct 3. This is off of Mile 4 Road and Abram Road. This is a 56-lot, single-family subdivision. Staff recommends approval.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Leste.
Thank you.
Item 20A, Precinct 1.
Thank you,
Mr.
Judge.
Fuentes.
Discussion and possible action on approving easement document between Llano Grande Westgate Limited, or LTD, a Texas Limited Partnership in the County of Hidalgo. I'd like to first thank Mr. Robert McAllen and family. This easement allows us to have our hike and bike trail continue along its path, so thank you very much for his agreement in this. Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. Commissioner Cantu, item 21A.
Thank you, Judge. Approval of an agreement between the San Juan Cemetery Association and the city and the county of Hidalgo, Texas, to serve the public purpose of providing access to the residents of Hidalgo County, Texas, to the cemetery. Motion approved.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Requesting approval to the first amended interlocal cooperation agreement between the county of Hidalgo and the city of San Juan for the Precinct 2 Nolana Loop Roadway Improvement Project with authority for the county judge to sign the agreement. And I want to make a motion, but subject to legal judge.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And then requesting approval to accept counteroffer to purchase a tract of land known as Parcel 37 associated with the Precinct 2 Cesar Chavez Road Project from Business 83 to Nolana Loop with authority for the county judge to sign the administrative evaluation and approval forms. Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. Item 22, Budget and Management, Mr. Soto.
Good afternoon, Judge Commissioners. Ray Salazar on behalf of Mr. Soto. Item 22A, the Public Defender's Office, the Texas Indigent Defense Commission grant, requesting approval for salaries and fringe benefits exceeding the grant funding of $386,453 from the fiscal year 2022. And we have a correction. That is July 1st, 2022 through September 30th, 2024. for the TIDH grant award to be reclassified to the Public Defender's General Fund account.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 22B, approval of AEP contribution in aid of construction agreement for the installation of 22 streetlights for Dolphin Estates and the installation of 21 streetlights for Los Naranjos Phase 2 located in Precinct 3.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Item 22C1, I will proceed to read the 4 items. Approval of updated project description for the Hidalgo County Public Safety COVID-19 Response ARPA project number 24115-377. Item B, approval of the revised budget for the Assistance to South Texas College Nursing and Allied Health Professionals Program project, ARPA project number 24110-349. Item C, approval of the first amended interlocal cooperation agreement between the County of Hidalgo and the City of Mission, with authority for the county judge to sign the agreement. And item D, approval of the revised budget for the City of Mission Paramedic Initiative, ARPA project number 24110-355.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 22D1, Precinct 4, approval of certification of revenues by the county auditor in the amount of $32,422.62 in relation to labor reimbursement received from the Raymondville Drainage Project and appropriation of the same.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Is there a second?
Second. Yes.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Judge
Ray.
Commissioners.
Judge, Commissioners, I want to clarify something. Action that was taken under emergency management, item 15D. I do believe that when it was presented, the effective date was read September 1st, 2024 through October 31st. It should, the agenda item reads September 1st, 2024 through August 31st, 2025. So could we rescind action taken on item 15D1 and then take action with, and I'll read it out again?
Motion to rescind. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. So item 15D1 is approval to accept the Rapid Response Extended Communication Project Grant number 5091301 from the Office of Governor in the amount of $54,048.38 effective September 1st, 2024 through August 31st, 2025.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. And that rescission was only for D1, 15D1. Thank you. And the subsequent new action item that was taken.
We're back to item 23, Ms. Rombesco.
Good afternoon, Judge, Commissioners, Mr. Guerra, Mr. Garza, for the record, Ignacio Mesco from the Purchasing Department. Agenda item 23A for Hidalgo County 1, a presentation or scoring grid for the purpose of ranking by Hidalgo County Commissioners score of graded vendor submissions with the recommendation by the Evaluation Committee members for the Section 457 Deferred Compensation Plan. Do you wish to rank in the order of score?
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
B, requesting approval by Commissioner's Court to proceed with negotiating with the number 1 ranked firm of TCG to finalize an agreement for Section 457 Deferred Compensation Plan. Recommend to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
23C for Precinct 2, 1, requesting acceptance and approval of the final negotiated on-call professional engineering service agreement with B2C Engineering for project located within Precinct 2 on as-needed basis as ranked and approved by Commissioner's Court on October 15, 2024, agenda item 97000.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
2, requesting acceptance and approval of the final negotiated on-call professional geotechnical and construction material testing services with Terracon Consultant for project located within Precinct 2 on as-needed basis as ranked and approved by Commissioner's Court on October 15, 2024, agenda item 97006. Recommend to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
23D for Precinct 3, 1A, requesting acceptance and approval of the final negotiated professional engineering, geotechnical, and construction material testing service agreement with B2C Engineering for the Hidalgo County Precinct 3 Farm to Market Road 2221 stormwater project as run and approved by Commissioners Court on October 15, 2024, agenda item 97014. Recommend to approve.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
B, requesting approval of work authorization number 1 in the amount of $29,629.30 for geotechnical drilling, testing, engineering, and construction material testing service for Hidalgo County Precinct 3 Farm to Market Road 2221 stormwater project with authority to issue notice to proceed. Recommend to approve.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
23E for Precinct 4, 1, requesting acceptance and approval of the certificate of construction completion from the 5125 company for Hidalgo County Precinct 4 North Main Drain 3 Phase 1 stormwater project with the final payment of $76,874.20 as recommended by Project Engineer Texi Infrastructure Group.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
2, requesting authority to accept and award construction contract for the Hidalgo County Precinct 4 J-01 stormwater management project to the lowest responsible bidder, Science Brother Construction, for a total amount of $1,318,234.50 with authority to issue notice to proceed upon the receipt of the required payment and performance bonds. Recommend to approve.
Judge, Commissioners, we do have a public participation form for Ms. Fern McClarity. So, Ms. McClarity? Ms. McClarity? She's not present.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
3, requesting approval of a user agreement between Hidalgo County Precinct 4 San Carlos Endowment Center and Boys and Girls Club of Edinburgh, Rio Grande Valley for non-profit corporation to occupy unused space at the San Carlos Community Resource Center. Recommend to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
23A for Human Resources, 1, requesting approval to select Leticia Garcia as the annual record for self-fund medical plan for fiscal year 2025. Recommend to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
23G for Health and Human Service Department, 1, requesting acceptance and approval to execute amendment number 1 between Hidalgo County and ICE for the construction for Hidalgo County Precinct 3 La Mansión Health Clinic project to provide additional service outlined in the amendment. Recommend to approve.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
2, requesting acceptance and approval of the certificate of construction completion from AKO Elite Repair for Hidalgo County Health Department. For the Health Department admin office suspend ceiling and lighting renovations with the final payment of $6,273.59 with authority for County Judge or Oscar Villarreal, Facilities Director, to sign all required documents. Recommend to approve.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
3, requesting approval to award your order contractor SKO Elite Repair to Hidalgo County membership with tips for the Hidalgo County Edinburgh Pulmonary Health Center Improvement Project in the amount of $54,998.04 with authority to issue notice to proceed upon the receipt of the required payment bond. Recommend to approve.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
23H for Facilities Management, 1, requesting approval to award the order contractor Rio United Builders through Hidalgo County membership with Choice Partners for the probation office building ADA upgrades in the amount of $60,525 with authority to issue notice to proceed upon receipt of the required payment bonds. Recommend to approve.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
23I for Sheriff's Office, 1, requesting approval to purchase surveillance tower number 18 refers to Hidalgo County's membership with tips from American Surveillance Company in the total amount of $66,634.60. Recommend to approve.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
2, requesting approval to award contract to Keith Commissary Network DBA Access Corrections to the qualified sole responsibility for lobby intake, kiosk, and deposit release service. Recommend to approve.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
3, requesting approval to purchase 30 ballistic helmets and headset through Hidalgo County's membership with Omnia Partners from Safeware in the total amount of $102,817.50. I recommend to approve.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
That's all I have. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
Judge, Commissioners, for the record, item 26A and B, no action to be taken. We have already, we've already done 24A, B, and C, or the court has acted on 24A, B, and C. We have come out of open session, taken all the appropriate action to be taken. Item 28, there's no action to be taken. Item 29, no action to be taken. Before we adjourn, Judge Commissioners, our next court session will be November 12th. That will be Tuesday morning, 9:30 Drainage District, and 10 a.m. Commissioners Court. We have adjourned.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.